Hello, Internet, and welcome to our fun Wednesday night one shot. I am your host, and tonight, your goat master, Savvy, and we're here to play Goat Crashers. It's a one-page RPG by the illustrious Grant Howitt of Honey Heist fame, among others. And it's about goats who crash a party, so that's what we're doing here tonight. Before we get started, I'm gonna let you all introduce yourselves and tell us who you are. You can't tell us who you're playing yet because you don't know, but it's definitely a goat. But just say hi and what's going on with you. I'll start with Sean. I think you're next to me.
Oh boy, I never go first. Hi, I'm Sean, the Kraken King on Twitter and everywhere else. You can see my full schedule there, pinned to the top. I pretty much am streaming here every day through next Monday. So see you around. I think the next one will be tomorrow for Elegant Suffering. But that's me.
Sid.
Hey, I'm Christina Sid, or I should say, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. I am a GGK exclusive right now. Tomorrow I will be facilitating Elegant Suffering at 8 o'clock Eastern, and then I'll be back on Friday for Neon Souls, which is awesome. That's also at 8 o'clock Eastern. Look at that. Amazing. So, yeah, tonight I'm playing a goat or Pippi Longstocking. I'm not sure which.
Both.
Both.
GB, what you got going on?
Could be Pippi Goat Stockings. See, that's the thing. Graybeard's Tavern. Check my Twitter for my schedule. But yeah, definitely Friday night, Neon Souls. That'll be in the house, and all kinds of crazy fun. That's me.
All right, those are our wonderful players, and I'm the Goat Master. My name's Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth, and when this channel is live, I'm probably here on it. Our schedule is, if you're live with us on Twitch, down below our faces on our drop page. It's also on our Twitter. It's also on our Discord. You can find us, but I will also be here tomorrow night for Elegant Suffering and on down the line. That's all the intro I have to do because there is no recap and there are barely any rules. So really quickly, we are going to create characters. So like I said before, the premise of this game is these three are goats. We've already had a redemption in the chat of chaos. I'll get to that in a second. Just gonna go ahead and put that one right on there. Chaos Pool is starting at 1 today. So these guys are playing goats and they're going to crash a party. But before they can, they have to actually create their characters. So this is going to be super quick. We're going to randomize it as much as possible. So first of all, everybody roll 1d6 and that's going to tell you what kind of goat you are. All right. What do we got? Sean, you're a mountain goat. Your goat skill is climbing. Also, turn off the Roll20 chat beep. If you didn't.
I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. Sid, you're a fainting goat. Your goat skill is fainting. And Sean, if you're talking to us, you're muted. And
Yeah.
GB, you rolled a 1. You're a pygmy goat. Your goat skill is smallness.
Okay.
So that's great. I love it. So your goat skill is important. When you roll to do things, if your goat skill applies, you get to add 2d6 to your roll. So keep those in mind. Let's do it again. Everybody roll another d6. And we're gonna determine what your favorite goat thing is. What's your favorite? The question is, what's your favorite goat thing to do?
Oh damn.
Okay, Sid got a 3. Your favorite goat thing to do is stand on top of stuff. GB, you got a 1. Again, your favorite goat thing to do is eat stuff or just taste it.
I got a 4.
you got a 4. Your favorite goat thing is making a mockery of physical barriers. That one takes a really dramatic turn.
Yeah.
I think it means like gates and walls and stuff.
I'm going to apply that literally whenever I can.
God, I know. All right, and now one more. I'm gonna have everybody roll wild card 1d10. This is to determine what you want to do at the party. And this is another thing. Again, if these things come up, you get extra dice. GB, you got a 6. You want to, at the party, be interviewed by Tatler, which is a high society publication, for the society pages. There's a lot of giggling already happening. Sid, you got an 8. You want to secure an investment for your new goat business. What that business is up to you.
Okay.
Sean, what'd you get?
I got a 5.
5. You want to dance with an heiress. Y'all are all high society goats. Apparently. So, we haven't even started yet.
I know.
Okay, so that's how you make a character in this game. It's really easy. It's very good. So, rules-wise, when you do something risky, you're going to roll 2d6. If your goat skill applies to this thing, you can add 2d6 to that. If you're doing your favorite goat thing, you can add 2d6 to that. Any 4, 5, or 6 on a d6 is a success. When you roll for things, I'll give you a difficulty rating between 1 and 12, I think. And you will roll against that difficulty rating until you get it down to 0. The catch is the chaos pool, which already has 1 dice in it. When things happen, when you guys do something loud or disruptive or anything like that, I'm going to be adding dice to the chaos pool. And if you're out there in the chat, you can check out our store because you can spend your XP to add dice to the chaos pool. When you roll, I'm going to be rolling the number of dice in the chaos pool against you, and any success that I get takes 1 of yours away. Chaos. If you only get 1 success on a roll, you're in trouble. Things have gotten worse. If you end up with no successes, you're in big trouble, and things will get a lot worse. But you're a goat, and this is a silly game, so you're not gonna like die or anything. But that's how you play this game. Those are pretty much all the rules. It's very simple. The only other ability that you guys have that you need to remember is called partying hard. You can do this once per session. Once per game, you can party hard and you can access the powers of chaos. These are not words I'm making up. This is how the rules are written. And you can, when you're rolling to do something, take all of the dice out of the chaos pool, add those to your roll, and that resets the chaos pool to 0. And those are all the rules. So if you need to do something really important, you can party hard. Any questions?
No, I'm taking copious notes on this.
And all of these are in Roll20 as well for you guys. So we've got our roll macro. We've got our 1 rule, really. Has everyone named their goat? Does everyone have a goat name?
Yes.
Tell me what your goat names are.
John.
My goat's name is Edmund Goatery, named after Edmund Hillary, the first person to summit Everest.
Okay, good. Good.
I'm Kiko.
Hi, Kiko.
Just 1 name.
I am putting mine in the chat.
Okay.
My goat's name is Bigsby with a Z in it. Bigzby.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm gonna do my best to keep an eye on the chat because things are flowing in. Somebody has redeemed a party favor. It's for Edmund. Sean, it's for you. You
Oh,
have
boy.
one extra d6 you can use on a roll.
Cool. I'm probably using my first roll, so I don't forget about
That's
it.
it. Okay. Let's get started. Let me put on the party music. No, not yet. Not at the party yet. Leave it on here for now. Okay. Are you ready? We're going to play Go Crashers. It's been a while since the three of you went to a decent party, and you're really hankering for some goat shenanigans. Unfortunately for you, you're goats, and goats don't really throw parties, but humans do. Through the grapevine, you've heard about a party happening tonight at the Henderson estate, just outside of town, and it's bound to be a good time. Augustus Henderson is the richest man in the state. His house is huge, and his parties rule. However, security is going to be tight. This isn't the first time some goat crashers have tried to sneak into a Henderson party, but if you play your cards right, it will be the first time they succeed. What do the three of you do to get ready to crash a party? You're goats.
We are
That's all the
goats.
reading you get.
I don't know. Break into a J.C. Penney to run through the cologne aisle and snag a bow
Okay.
tie.
Okay. Are you doing this to... Are you trying to be sneaky?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to add a dice to the chaos pool because you've just smashed through the window of a JCPenney. Go ahead and roll for difficulty. I mean, breaking through a window is probably not that hard, but the go ahead and roll. I'm going to say this is difficulty 4.
Okay. So I am
You base 2d6.
base 2d6. Climbing isn't going to really help. Go away, Siri. Jeez. All right. So making a mockery of physical barriers
There we go.
That
might
is what you were doing.
apply here. Okay. So I'll roll 3d6.
You add 2d6 for your favorite goat thing, so you'll add.
Gotcha.
You'll roll 4 total.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and use my party favor. So
Okay, so you roll 5.
roll 5. That's 2 successes.
Okay, that's 2 successes. I'm gonna do. I forgot I have to do things too. Heck, where did I put my dice? I got 1 success. So you've got 1 success. So you smash through the window of this JCPenney and go barreling down the cologne aisle, sort of knocking bottles off with your big mountain goat horns and everything. But you did not account for the security guard that was inside. This music's not exciting enough for you rampaging through it.
Do you have the Benny Hill theme?
Oh, please. No, I don't. But I do have this, which feels appropriate for what's happening already. So you go smashing through the cologne aisle, sort of bottles flying everywhere, glass flying everywhere, but you don't account for the JCPenney security who heard the sound that you made. And so coming skidding around, sort of drifting around the corner is a mall security guard who starts chasing you down the aisle, trying to shoo you out of the store. What do you do?
How tall is the security guard?
Human-sized.
6 feet?
Sure.
Is that considered a high place?
On top of the security guard?
On his head.
Yes.
Can I climb on top of his head to distract him?
Sure. Roll your dices. I'm gonna say difficulty 3.
Okay. So 2, and then I enjoy being in high places. It is my favorite thing.
You do, so you get 2 more.
Awesome.
And Sean, you still have some danger to get out of.
Okay.
2 successes.
2 successes. I'm gonna roll. I roll 1, you have 1. So yeah, you go and leap up, Kiko, you go and leap up onto one of the shelves in the cologne aisle of the JCPenney, and you leap onto the head of the security guard. How do I make this? You're in a tight spot. You're in a tight spot. You're on a person who is running around. So the guard, sort of terrified by the fact there's now an entire goat on top of his head. It has literally been 5 minutes, you guys. There's a goat on top of the security guard's head, and he sort of goes like skidding into, because he can't really see, into the jewelry counter, one of the makeup counters that's nearby, and just goes kind of tumbling over Kiko, taking you with him. So you go kind of sliding across the tile floor and kind of smack into one of the
Get me an
walls.
Hermes scarf! She'd like a nice scarf. She's probably gonna grab some jewelry too, since we fell over the jewelry counter.
Okay. And Edmund, you're running away still. An opening provided
Okay.
by your friend.
I would like to jump up, one might say climb, on top of the racks of like the aisle racks of like the clothes and everything else, like try to snag some ties and scarves and everything just in my mouth as I'm, and on my horns as I'm running, and then try to bust out a different window, like right next to the window that I just smashed through, but purposely trying to go through a new window to break my way out.
Okay, because you hate physical barriers
Because
so much.
I hate physical barriers
Yeah, go
so
ahead
much.
and roll. You're doing a lot of things here. You didn't quite get the difficulty all the way down last time, so 3. So difficulty 4.
Okay, so do I also add 2 for my skill being climbing?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a total of 6.
That's a lot. I don't think I can roll that many, but we've added another dice to the chaos pool.
That's still only 2 successes.
Okay, I rolled 1, so you got 1. So yeah, you're able to sort of grab the scarves and everything, but you go again. Your hooves are having a hard time on this like slick tile floor, and so you kind of go like skidding and skidding and skidding, and so you just hit the window sideways, but don't bust through it. You kind of like knock up against it as the security guard from behind the counter is starting to get up and try to get his footing. Bigsby.
As he's there, I, in my being the pygmy goat I whip by and snatch his sunglasses from his pocket.
Okay. And that's like a difficulty like 2. You're just taking them.
All right. And it's always so small or eating stuff does not count in this case. So it's just...
I mean, I might count this as tasting stuff.
All right. Awesome. So that's 3d6 altogether then?
4.
4.
Yeah.
Boop, boop. Wow. Ooh, 1 success.
Oh,
What a big
and I'm
one.
gonna roll 3 because there's 3 dice in the chaos pool. All of these have come from chat. 2 of these have come from chat. 1 of these have come from you. I rolled 2 successes, so that leaves you with none. So yeah, you go to try to snatch the sunglasses off of the belt of the security guard, but just like everything else on this belt, it's on a like a cable attached to them, and so you go to try to like pull them off, and you get stuck and then kind of yanked back, and you knock into the side of the security guard, who is now right on top of you. What are you guys gonna do? Yep. What are you guys gonna do? He's right there, and he's got Bigsby.
Can we say that in that area of all of the perfume and cologne, they have one of those like decorative, like novelty, gigantic bottles of perfume or cologne that's like, you know, like the 750 milliliters or whatever?
Yes.
Can we say it's on a high shelf?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we say that I will get up on said high shelf and be more like a cat and knock it off? And hopefully it
Okay.
either breaks on the ground and makes him very sick or just breaks on his head.
Yeah, that sounds great. Go ahead and roll 2d6 and then plus 2d6 for high places.
Yes.
And then I already don't remember what your goat skill is.
Fainting. I haven't fainted yet. So.
Oh, that's right. You're a fainting goat. And you have a party favor from the chat, so you have an extra die you can spend on one roll.
Thanks, chat. 4 successes.
That's so many. I'm
Wow.
gonna roll the chaos pool. Oh, I rolled 2. You got 2. That's enough. You're very good at getting up on high stuff. Again, I've already sort of gone. The rules are happening. 2 is enough for that. I won't get too exciting. So yeah, you jump up and make your way onto this shelf, and you kick it. You headbutt it off something. Headbutt it. And it crashes sort of down on top of the security guard and tumbles, smashes on the ground. Glass goes everywhere, perfume goes everywhere, and he is now sort of sliding around on this very slick tile floor that's now covered in this liquid, and the smell is very strong. So at that point, he is kind of shaking you loose, Bigsby. Your feet hit the ground in a puddle. And... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I is slipping around on the slick floor with hooves, and I will make one more leap to try to eat the cable like spaghetti, like.
Okay, yeah.
So that the glasses fall.
Yeah, so you roll 2d6, and then 2d6 for eating stuff.
Oh, jeez.
That's just 1. And I rolled 3. So you go to chomp down on the cable, but it gets sort of stuck between like 2 of your goat teeth, and so you can't like quite get it to break, and you're trying to like run away, and you're stuck. So Bigsby is stuck again. Edmund, what are you doing? Edmund, what are you doing?
All
Wondering
right.
why you brought them with you?
No, I wouldn't go anywhere without my goat friends. Okay, so he's caught around this cable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's sort of barring him physically from.
I would say that is technically a physical barrier that is keeping him from going where he wants to go.
All right, perfect. Then what I'd like to do then is just go running, kind of in a very circuitous route, since I've that window got the best of me. Go around, kind of come up behind. Crap, GB, I forgot your character's name. Bigsby.
Bigsby.
And would like to essentially just butt Bigsby from behind and just send them careening forward to try to like essentially like just bop them free.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll to bop your friend, applying 2d6 if your goat skill applies, and 2d6 if your favorite goat thing applies.
Alright.
And you have a party favor from the chat.
Oh,
this
sweet.
is chaos, and I love it.
I'm just going to immediately use it because I didn't do any climbing it
Yeah,
unless
get it.
there were any stairs involved in my route. No. Okay. That's 3 successes.
Okay, that's good. All right, I rolled 1, so that's 2. That's enough for this. So yeah, Bigsby, just all of a sudden from behind you, you are headbutted, and as you sort of fly forward, the wire snaps, and you go kind of skidding across and over, stopping right in front of the doors to the parking lot.
Did I get the sunglasses?
You did. They came with you. They're on the end of the thing.
And my
Cable.
horns are
They
currently
come skidding
tattered
across the floor.
with ties and scarves and everything, and just keep running up behind Bigsby. Like, gotta go.
2 of you have made it to the door. Kiko, you're still up on the shelf, the security guard, just trying to keep his footing at this point to chase down your friends.
Can I hop from high place to high place and then out the door?
You absolutely can. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You're a goat. So yeah, you go sort of jumping onto the shelves and off, landing on the floor and running after your
I
two
looped
friends.
a couple of necklaces over my ears and around my little goat neck.
Okay.
Running.
So you're all decked out, sunglasses, jewelry, scarves, and ties as the three of you go skidding across the floor and out of the JC Penny. Could not have planned the music. Okay. Party prep. Handled. So what are you all wearing to the party since you now have options? Your options are mostly ties and scarves, but you can tell me what they look like. If you would like.
Somehow going to tie a lovely sort of scarf around and like behind. And they'll make my ears sort of do this number
Stand
anyway.
up.
But like it's a nice, like a colorful silk scarf.
Oh,
and a couple
beautiful.
of lovely necklaces around my neck.
I love it. I love it. Edmund, what are you wearing to the party?
Has a like a black bow tie with white polka dots on it. It's like actually like kind of askew, a little bit on the side, but wearing, and then also has a tie on each horn, like streamers. And then
Okay.
anything that we don't use, he eats.
Okay. Excellent.
Retro Bill and Ted T-shirt that was, there that got snagged on his horns as he escaped.
Love
So,
that.
But it's like human size, so it's gigantic. So my front legs are through the sleeves, but my back legs are kind of walking on the T-shirt. So I am gonna trip over my own T-shirt a bunch.
That's awesome. And sunglasses.
And of course, the mirrorized sunglasses we got from the mall cop.
Okay, so you all get dressed, eat the rest of
What we
your
don't use.
your clothing that you're not using, I guess. So you get ready to go to the party. So now that we've seen how it works a little bit, I'll remind you guys of the chaos pool. It currently has 3 dice in it. When you do something loud or disruptive, or when the chat decides to be loud and disruptive, we're going to add a dice to it. If you do something sneaky, you can take dice out of it. So it won't just continue to go up if you can play it right. All right, so I've already forgotten what I named this fool. There's only one NPC in the whole clan, and I forgot his dang name. Henderson. Augustus Henderson. You head down the road to the edge of town toward the Henderson estate. You've all seen it. You're all aware of it and Mr. Henderson, the richest man in the state. And yeah, you've all seen his house before. You've never been inside. It is sort of at the top of this very steep hill. There's sort of a winding drive going up to it through some trees, things like that. Huge columns in the front. There is this large fountain sitting at the entrance, and then on either side there are staircases that sort of curve around and meet at the top. They go into the front doors. That is your front entrance. The side of the house where the patio and everything is essentially on a cliff face. There is a swimming pool and such fun things out there. He's got one of those pools that butts up to the side of a cliff, and like that side is glass, so you can be in danger the whole time you're swimming. And then the back of the house as well, sort of a steep rocky cliff face. So how do you guys want to try to get into this party?
Well, hey, if only we had a trench coat.
Did you pick up a trench coat? Or did we eat it?
I think we ate it.
Rats.
No, goats.
That's on me.
I'm just looking up mountain goat facts right now. That might help me in this.
Okay.
Did you know mountain goats can jump 12 feet in one leap?
Woo!
Up or
Just says
like
12
long
feet.
jump?
I'm assuming it's
I
up.
guess it's both.
I don't know which other direction mountain goats would need to go.
Is there a dog entrance?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, on one side of the house, or not the front entrance, but kind of over to one side, there is a side door that leads into the kitchens, and there's a dog door, but it's one of those really fancy electronic dog doors that responds to the collar that the dog wears.
We need to kill the dog.
So technically, it's locked for goat purposes.
They're on to us.
Can we see the dog? Is the dog anywhere nearby?
You can. Edmund, do you have a party favor from the chat?
Yay.
Hang on to that. You can, yeah, sort of as you make your way up toward the house, still keeping a safe distance, off to one side, you can see in his own sort of fenced in, like, large area. This dog basically has a whole dog park to itself. You can see this large bull mastiff running around.
We can take him.
I don't think
Very
we need
large.
to kill him.
What
Maybe
if?
distract him.
I want to start rooting around in some trash cans. Has trash picked up this week yet?
No, trash pickup's tomorrow.
Perfect.
Which is good because the party's tonight.
Gonna start rooting around in some trash cans of the neighbors' houses looking for some T-bones and, I don't know, leftover half-eaten burritos.
Sorry, there's more chaos that's being added to the pool.
Alex, why do you hate us so much?
You guys are gonna have to do some sneaky stuff to get rid of it.
Does the place, the dog park, have a fence?
Yes, it is fenced in.
All right. Is it a rich people wrought iron fence?
Oh yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to tilt my horns and get my little pygmy body through there.
Okay, you're gonna try to squeeze through the fence. Edwin, you're gonna try to root around in the trash and find. I don't really think you have to roll to find stuff in a trash can. You're a goat. You're probably all of you are probably very good at that. You're goats. Yeah, you root around and you find the remnants of last night's prime rib dinner. And you can take those with you while Bigsby, you are squeezing through the fence. I'm gonna have you roll just like one success is good. You're very small, so you can roll 2d6 and then add 2d6 for being small.
With the power of small.
Woo, 2 successes.
Well, I rolled 3, so that's none for you. I don't know why I'm rolling so good against only you. So you have none, but yeah, you try to squeeze through and you get about halfway and you get stuck because your t-shirt catches on like an old sort of loose like piece of the fence. So you're most of the way through, but you're kind of trapped.
Fleur-de-lis or whatever.
butt him
spiky.
through.
Yeah, on the
Can I butt
fence,
him?
and you certainly can. Go. You can just go ahead and roll for headbutting your friend again. Biggsy, you're getting headbutted a lot today. And as you are doing this, Kiko, to try to help your friend out,
One
you
success.
hear growling. Dang, I'm freaking on fire. That's 3. You hear growling coming from the other side of the dog park. Some more exciting music.
My retro t-shirt. It's cooler now.
It's got a real hole in it.
Mm-hmm.
And you headbutt him, and yeah, you hear the shirt rip, but he's still stuck. And you all see the large mastiff sort of starting to stalk over to your side.
Can I eat the part that's stuck?
Yeah, you can eat it. Yeah, you don't have to roll for eating. You get out of this with creativity. Yeah, you start to chomp on. So now, Bigsby, there is a bite mark shaped missing part from the bottom of your shirt as you are cut free as the dog starts to run towards you.
All right, so I fall in to the fence.
Yes, yeah,
All
you're
right.
inside with the dog.
Guys, hurry up.
Bite his collar off.
Okay. I try to look small.
Okay.
I wait till he gets close, and then I will
Okay.
try to eat his collar off.
Okay, yeah, so say you 2d6 and then 2d6 for being small because he doesn't see you as a threat, and then 2d6 for eating stuff.
Okay.
So
now,
many.
this is the biggest chance I have, and you're gonna beat me. You're evil. All right. Best roll I've had.
Says it's rolling the dice. I only rolled 2. Okay, so 3, I rolled 2, so you got 1 success. So you wait and make yourself very small and wait for the mastiff to show up until he is right on top of you and he's kind of bearing down, growling at you, and you jump up and grab onto his collar. So he can't get to you with his big chompers, but the collar is this thick like leather. So it does not come off right away. So again, you're kind of hanging from the collar as he sort of like chases you and tries to get you to let go. But your friends
I got him, guys. I got
can
him.
help you. And Bigsby, you have a party favor from the chat. So you have 1 extra dice you can roll next time. What do you guys do to help your friend?
Can I get on the fence? Oh, do you have T-bones?
I should, hopefully. Yeah.
Mhm.
I stopped to eat a little bit of trash and then I came running. Yeah, I take the T-bone. I start running alongside the fence a little bit, just like to get their attention, to get the dog's attention. Just going, hey, Cujo, over here, big stupid dog.
Okay.
Now, would you consider the dog a barrier to us
No.
gaining into the? No,
No.
it is keeping us from entering. Like
Physical barrier.
it is a physical being.
No, it's
It is, and I am mocking it.
it's a ghost dog.
All right.
What are you
Let's
gonna
see.
say?
Let's
No,
just
it's
ignore.
not.
Let's just ignore it then, guys. It's a ghost dog. It can't go through doors.
It's a poltergeist dog. No, that doesn't count. No, that doesn't count. As a physical barrier.
You always say that you're just gonna let us do whatever we want in these games. Now I'm seeing the
I let you
limits
rob
of your.
JCPenney.
Uh-huh.
We did.
Edmund, you have a
Uh-huh.
party favor from the chat.
Hey!
This is complete chaos. As you start running along the side of the fence with the bones from the stake, as Kiko, you go to jump up on top of the fence. The dog sort of stops and turns around, distracted from Bigsby at the moment as it smells the leftovers from yesterday's steak dinner, and sort of runs up, kind of dragging you, Bigsby, along to the fence and kind of sticks his big nose through the bars.
I'm wearing him out. I almost got him.
What do you do? Bigsby hanging from his collar, Kiko up on top of the fence, Edmund just outside, the dog sniffing at the bones.
I'm gonna jump on his back.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll like do a seesaw thing, like I'm on his back and he's on the collar, and maybe it'll rip the collar off.
Fling him? Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll.
Guys, I'm a pit bull.
Oh, can I faint on top of him? I'm just so verklempt about my friend in danger that I faint on top of the dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Two successes.
Okay, I rolled 4.
Dang it!
I. It's really extreme over here. Yeah, you do. So you do fall and faint directly on top of the dog, who sort of starts to fall and jerks his head around to try to figure out what in the heck is going on. And Bixby, you feel the collar sort of snap, and you go like flying and tumbling. But now, Kiko, very quickly, this dog has kind of thrown you off of its back and is like bearing down on you, growling with its big pointy teeth. What do you guys do?
Bigsby will huck the collar out to Edmund.
Okay.
Because that's safe. And then a little pygmy goat stomp, and then I'll bite him. Bite the dog in the butt.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a bite.
Okay. I'm gonna taste dog butt. Oh, turn you nice. You hate me.
Gaz rolled 2, and you rolled 2, so we tie. So, yeah, you go up and you bite sort of on the haunch of the dog, who yelps, and then kind of like kicks out at you, sort of knocking you back and into the fence, and it hurts. The Kiko is distracted for the moment.
Leap back up. Under the fence.
Yeah, you use that opportunity to get out of the dog park, sort of squirming over the fence, and yeah, you're out there with a dog collar. The dog is sort of like at the fence, like nose sticking through, kind of growling at you.
Poke him.
I dropped the bone on the other side, on our side of the fence, just far enough away that the dog can't get to it.
And I'm gonna use the power of small to sneak away.
All right, you do that. You don't have to roll for any of that. So yeah, you sneak away. One of you picking up the collar off the grass. Edmund, you drop the bone just out of reach of the dog, and as you all walk away with the collar, you just hear, "Hey, fuck you, man!"
I didn't know he could talk. Maybe we should have led with that.
No, I think that was the only way we could do it.
It was not. Oh yeah, you have the dog collar now. Good job.
So,
Bigsby, you're the tiniest. Why don't you go in?
Bigsby and Edmund, you both have another extra dice from the chat.
I think
hope
I've
you're
got.
keeping track of
I
these,
think
'cause
I've
I'm
got
not.
2 accumulated now.
You've got 2. I think Bigsby has 2 as well.
Nice.
But we still need to get to the dog door, which is still on the other side of the fence in the dog park.
So it is attached to the house. So you can make it around the dog park and kind of to the side of the house where the kitchen door is, and go in through the dog door that way.
all right, let's do it.
Kiko, you have a party favor from the chat.
Thank you, chat.
Extra dice.
Again, being the smallest, I will take the dog collar and go and try to get through the dog door with it.
Okay. Yeah, you can do this. I'm going to take a couple of dice out of the chaos pool, because that was, from the dog's perspective, it wasn't very sneaky, but I think as a plan, it was pretty dang sneaky. So we're going to take that down to 2.
Ooh.
Maybe things will be a little easier. Oh yeah, you, Bigsby, you take the collar and you hear a click as you approach the dog door, and you kind of push your way in. There are some people sort of bustling around the kitchen, but you're very small and they don't really notice you at first. They're used to the dog sort of coming back and forth. So you're in, and you can let your two friends in as well. They'll fit. Again, I did say this dog was a mastiff, so a goat will fit through its dog door.
All right, guys, come on in.
And I'm holding it up with my horns, but like I'm standing, because I'm so small that to hold the dog door open, I have to like do that 2 goat leg balance thing.
You're the best.
I try.
As I go through, I just go, "Fuck you, door."
Okay.
You could have taken him, Edmund. I know it.
This is more
I will
degrading.
take a bite out of the dog door.
You bite the dog door. and you find yourselves in the kitchen. There are people bustling back and forth. There are many waiters sort of coming in and out, holding trays of empty glasses, putting them down, trading them for something else, appetizers and topless and things like that, taking them back out. There are a few cooks wearing aprons, sort of it's very warm in here as they're churning out food and things that will most definitely be being served in the party. Where would you like to go?
What's everyone's goals again for this party?
I need someone to invest in my company.
I need to get interviewed because I'm
Man.
gonna be famous.
I have to dance with an heiress. That seems like the most difficult out of the three now that I'm looking at it.
I don't know. I would say an interview probably difficult to get when you're a goat.
Not if you can talk.
Investor?
For a goat,
Well, the investment might not be too bad because all I have to do is write out my business plan. It's foolproof.
Now, is the staff? Is there like a closet or someplace like coat hooks and stuff where they have their stuff hanging?
yeah, sure. On one side in the corner of the kitchen, you can see a large closet door where there's probably stuff.
This place smells wonderful. Alright, I gotta go grab something. I'll be back. Go on without me.
And dragging my retro T-shirt, too large T-shirt, I'll head for the staff closet.
Okay, yeah, you head for the closet, sort of waiting for an opportune time, and you sort of nudge the door open.
All right. I am going to dig around in the staff's coats to find new sunglasses and some, shall we say, party favors of our own. Somebody's got to have a joint or two in their pockets here in the wait staff.
For sure. Yeah, so you sort of go through taking things out of pockets, grabbing some new sunglasses. I don't know. You don't have pockets, so I don't know what you do with this stuff.
Wear it and hold it in
That works.
in my mouth.
That works for sure. So you come out with new sunglasses and a joint.
Oh, you guys waited for me.
We didn't really know where to go.
No go left behind.
All right.
Are the staff taking the food out like by hand, or do they have like convenient carts with that we can
There's
hide
actually
in?
both. So right now, since it's still towards the beginning of the party, there are waiters who are sort of taking out trays of canapes, crudité, charcuterie,
That's fancy talk for vegetables and meat and cheese.
appetizers, apps, baby. But there are, as those are going out, a couple of the cooks are sort of starting to load these larger dishes kind of onto carts, probably to take out to some sort of buffet table.
I have a plan.
Lay it on me.
This is a fancier party than I was expecting. We need to find suits and or dresses upstairs.
That's a good idea.
We're going to dance with somebody and get interviewed and get investors. We need to look the part.
I think my best bet might, again, be maybe I can leave my business plan upstairs. In writing. Writing's a better medium for me.
I think
And then we get clothes.
Yes, clothes, and then I think like two of us standing on top of each other in a suit.
For the dancing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems right.
Let's do it.
Bedrooms are usually upstairs.
Follow me. I'll go high up the stairs.
All right, so we're gonna head upstairs.
Sneak upstairs.
I'm gonna put one difficulty on this because you guys can roll to help each other. Everybody just roll for sneaking.
Now, we are having to climb stairs, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And the stairs are high, right?
You do like standing on top of high places.
Now, stairs do sort of bar people
No.
from... They're not accessible. If it was a
No.
ramp, okay. Fine.
This is very sneaky. So I'm going to use the power of small.
The power of small.
I'm going to use
Right.
one
You're
of
right.
my...
Stairs are not accessible. You know who they are accessible to? These three goats right here.
Who's accessible?
Crank it up, chat. That's right. Chaos.
All right.
There
No,
are now
I'm not
three
gonna use
dice
my
in the
things.
chaos pool. Chat says chaos for arguing with the GM.
Dang it!
It's negotiating.
Whose side are you on?
I should have
It's
put a longer.
negotiating.
In hindsight, I maybe should have put a longer cooldown on that one, but
We're getting through it. Well, we're
I
sneaking,
have
so we're
no
about to take
regrets.
some out, right?
yeah. Well, if you do a good job.
I
What'd
did
you roll?
very good.
No successes.
3 successes.
3
So
successes.
8. That's a lot. Right, so you got 7 successes between all of you. Yeah, we're about to take a dice out of the chaos pool because that was excellent. Back to 2. Good job. All right, so yeah, the 3 of you quietly using the power of climbing and being high and being small. I did tell.
Being
I-
high and being high.
I did tell one of the goats that they could find a joint in someone's pocket, so that's sort of.
No,
where
you
we're
get
at.
if you smoke that joint, you just get a +1 this whole night because you'll be high the
because
entire
you're
time.
high. I'll allow it.
Hey,
Okay, yeah. Definite.
You might,
over that. Hand it
you
over.
might struggle with some other stuff. But yeah, you sort of make your way up the stairs. So you make your way out of the kitchen and out into this sort of grand main hall. On one side, sort of to your right, you can see the large sort of ornate front doors that you saw from the outside, and then immediately to your left, one of the 2 staircases. They sort of go up on either side of the room and then meet on the landing at the top. So you make your way quickly and quietly up the stairs and down the hall looking for a bedroom. You sort of knock open the closest door and find yourself in just this like massive bedroom, huge kind of 4-poster canopy bed, a nice like writing desk on one side near the window, and then on one side these sort of large double closet doors that open. There's no one in here, so you can kind of go over and just sort of nudge the doors open between the 3 of you. You've got horns and other things. You nudge it open and you make your way into just this massive walk-in closet that's like almost the size of the bedroom that is attached to. What are you looking for?
You need a suit, right?
Suit and or dress, whatever would be easier for 2 goats to stack on top of each other in.
Maybe a dress.
Or a very big suit.
Or a very big suit.
Dealer's choice.
Go with the dress.
If I'm going to be the bottom of a suit, then I have to leave my business plan here right now.
Maybe there's a study or an office.
Why
You
don't
could make
look for clothes?
We can make a PowerPoint.
Good idea. All right, you find us some clothes and I'll find the office.
Okay. Do you want a suit or a dress?
We'll do a dress,
Yeah.
and then the three of us can actually like stack up in like a big poofy like ball
Okay.
gown.
Okay, sure. These people probably have that. So you sort of go like digging through the clothes, and you find this sort of large, like I don't know, red gown with like this long kind of flowing like skirt, like a tulle layer on top. So you pull it down, take it with you. The three of you could fit in there, for sure. Meanwhile, Kiko, you go to look for a study or an office. Down the hall, a couple of doors down, there is there is this set of like French doors that have sort of glass panes in them. You open them, and inside, the walls are sort of lined with bookshelves, and on one end there is large oak desk with a computer and a few things sitting on it, a computer chair behind it, and a fancy rug.
Hey, you could leave him an email, and you could say you're a Nigerian prince, and you've got a business opportunity.
I think that one's been done.
Duh.
But I legitimately have a really good idea. It's a transportable airbag for stunt people. So, you know, if a friend of yours happens to, I don't know, have a fainting problem, they'll be safe. I will type up my business plan and business proposal.
Okay.
I'll even make a PowerPoint.
Can you roll for making a PowerPoint, please? Because you're a goat. You don't have fingers.
Fair.
What is happening?
Okay, so do I get a +2 if this is going toward my party goal?
That's not in the rules, but I'm gonna say yes
Oh, okay. I wasn't
because
sure.
that seems right
Awesome.
to me.
Two successes.
Okay, I rolled 1 success. So you have 1. So this is a difficult. You don't have fingers with which to type, but you know what you do have? A party favor from the chat. Thanks, chat.
Thanks, chat. No, I
For-
forgot I have
For
2.
Kiko, yeah, y'all keep track of those because you know I am not. I'm barely keeping track of the actual rules. So yeah, this is difficult. It takes you a long time to put this together. So in the meantime, God, I forgot your name. Edmund, you have pulled this ball gown down out of the closet and sort of made your way down to. Is there anything else you want to do in the bedroom?
No, but when we
what?
no, Bigsby doesn't. But I got something for when we get over to the office and
Okay.
watching her type.
Anything
Then-
else you want to look for in here?
Are there any wigs? Like big hats?
Oh, both. Yeah,
Both.
absolutely.
Okay.
I'm just turning this into my dream house.
Yes.
There's wigs and hats everywhere.
Take wigs and hats and wigs and hats.
That's
Yeah, I take one of each.
Okay, yeah, you find this large, sort of wide-brimmed red hat to match the dress, very Carmen Sandiego, and a sort of long, black, like large ringlets wig.
fancy.
You guys make your way down to the office where Kiko is methodically typing away with her goat hooves. So you got 1 success total. I'll say you can finish the email or you can make the PowerPoint, but you can't do both. It's gonna take way too long.
I'll finish the email. I have a prototype on my website.
Try to imagine how long it took you to make this website.
I have friends in high places.
Extremely. It's your favorite thing. So yeah, you finish up the email linking your website, letting them know you're looking for investors for your new business, which is going to make portable airbags for stunt people and also people who faint a lot, or goats, which I really like. So yeah, you finish up this email and send it. And as you do, you hear some footsteps coming down the hallway from the stairs. What do you do?
Eat the joint.
Okay.
Now I'm really high. Is it a canopy? No, I'm not in the bedroom. I'm in the office. What's the highest thing in the office?
There's bookshelves around the walls.
Okay, can I get up on the highest part of the bookshelves and then like arrange myself like I'm a bookend?
Yeah, roll for all of that. Climbing and hiding.
Yes.
I'm just.
Okay. So I am on top of a high place, so that's +2, and
Yep.
screw it, I'll add another one, so that's 5. Okay.
What is oh,
1 success.
Oh, I rolled 0. Yeah, 1 success. So yeah, it takes you a minute, but you sort of scramble up the bookcase, and you have to kind of, again, like you're a goat, so you're not a super convincing bookend because you're the size of a goat, but you do like squeeze into like the top shelf of one of them and just sit very still. What are the other two of you doing?
what's the motif for the decor of said office? Is it a is there like sailing or hunting trophies or a divan or window ledges, or what
I'm
are
gonna
we looking
say hunting is good. We'll do like hunting trophies.
at? All right. Yep. Then I will. Oh my god, I can't get on a wall. I will get on the window ledge and just try
Okay.
to get behind my big pygmy head, so I just look like just a.
You look like a head mounted on a wall.
Yeah.
Okay. For all the goat hunters out there. Yeah, go ahead and roll. This is hiding. You're small,
Yeah.
so you can add for that. I don't think this counts as eating anything.
Nope.
Crank it up. I should have made a sound effect for that. I didn't know it was going to be such a popular thing. There's 3 dice in the chaos pool now. I'm just going to roll with 2 because it was redeemed after I told you to roll. It seems fair. That's just 1 for me, so that's 1 for you. So you sort of hide and crouch down. Again, you're in a window, so like if anyone thinks too hard about it, it's probably not going to hold up for very long.
And he's also wearing sunglasses.
And he's wearing sunglasses. So if you just like an initial pass, it'll pass for hiding place for now. Edmund, what are you doing?
So I'm back in the bedroom. I guess
Unless you have made your way down to the office, you can still be in the bedroom.
And this person is walking to the office.
You heard them sort of come up the stairs and start to go that way.
Okay. Then what I would like to do is, I guess, come around the corner, and then, because I know goats can do this, scream very loudly.
Okay. What does that sound like? Back away from the mic.
I can't do that noise.
Do a goat scream. Come on. What does Edmund sound like?
I can't do a goat scream.
Role play.
Trouble,
I can't,
trouble,
no.
trouble.
I'll give you if you do a goat scream, I'll give you 2 extra dice.
All right.
That was really good. Okay, yeah, take 2 extra dice. And everyone gets a party favor from the chat. 1, 2, 3. Approved.
Okay, so I have 3 right now. Plus, you just gave me 2 for the.
Yeah, you don't have to spend them all at once.
I'm not going to.
Don't spend it all in one place. You can bank these.
Okay.
Yeah, roll for distraction.
All right.
That's a good go sound.
Distraction.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. So, I am, as far as like breaking the barriers that I've set within myself to be an outgoing goat and to
Physical barriers.
okay.
It's
I'm gonna
this one, it does say physical
I'm gonna
barriers.
use one of my 3, and then plus the 2 you gave me, so I'll put me at 5. That's 2 successes.
Okay, and I rolled 2 successes. So you, that's 0 for you. You scream very loud. And I mean, yeah, I mean, technically you failed, but you screamed very loud. It scared someone. So you hear sort of hurried footsteps, those of you in the office suddenly leaving or running away from you, and Edmund running towards you. You hear 2 sets of footsteps, the door sort of bursting open. Are you just standing there? Are you still in the
No.
closet?
So I get if there's like a vanity with like a stool or something in front of it, I have jumped up into the dress so that it's around the vanity, so I'm standing about at human height with the wig on and the hat on, and I just point like they went that way.
Where do you point?
Down the hall, like they continued down the hall the other direction, and
Okay.
I look like abashed, like they just came in to this room.
Okay, you are a goat though.
But I'm wearing a wig and a hat. They'll never tell it's me.
This is just a reminder for everyone. This is a goat. So
How
yeah,
dare
so,
they judge me?
I didn't say they were judging you. So they run in, and so they, the 2 humans, sort of talk to each other for a second, and then one of them goes kind of running off down the hallway, and then the other sort of approaches you, and you did fail the roll, and so approaches you and is like, "Miss, you really ought to get back downstairs."
I can't speak human, can I?
No,
Okay.
you're a goat. Are you okay? The other 2 of you. What are you doing? What are you doing? This is happening.
Did anyone come in?
Not into the office, no. But you do hear sort of muffled voices as someone has gone into the bedroom where you left your friend Edmund. The other person had sort of run off down the hallway the other direction where he pointed them.
Oh shit. We better save Ed.
Take one of my necklaces.
Okay, what am I doing with this?
Put it on you. It'll make you look more legit.
All right, I bring it up and try to get it around my horns.
You're wearing it more as like a tiara, but it works.
All right, cool. Okay, and then I will immediately run next door to save Ed.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get there.
Let's assess the situation.
Okay, roll plus sharp.
Yeah, and Bigsby just freezes like he didn't understand any. That doesn't make any damn sense to him.
Come on.
All
Or,
right.
like,
Follows.
do the the stacking of heads, like boop boop.
Around the corner. Yeah, so you take off around the or down the hallway, and you poke your heads around the corner, Bigsby and Kiko, and you see a man in a tuxedo, sort of approaching your friend Edmund, who is in the back of the room, sort of on top of a vanity, wearing a red ball gown and a large red hat and a long black wig. Miss, I really must insist that you accompany me back downstairs.
Can we try to sneak in to become the bottom part?
Yeah, I
of
was
the-
just about to
of the
say, like, is there
goat?
any way that we can like kind of move around, maybe like duck under the bed and then move
Just, like-
around and like get under the dress so we could lift him up?
Looks over to the corner of the room, seeing them behind him, just like that direction, like in a surprise. What is that?
Okay. So he turns to look. Yeah, the 2 of you can roll. This is gonna be a high difficulty. I guess, I mean, Edmund, you're helping, so you can roll too.
I'm gonna party hard.
Okay.
I'm in it. I'm partying hard.
Okay, you're gonna party
I've
hard.
submitted my business proposal. This is a celebration. I'm partying hard. Hard.
Okay. You've done the thing. You can clear the chaos pool. There were 3 dice in there, so it's back to 0.
Well,
You can add those 3.
It's 0 for right now, chat. You can't do that. Maybe they can. I don't know. There are no rules.
Gonna go back up to 1.
So we have 3 that we can roll.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
So you guys have those 3. We've reset the chaos pool.
So 2 is 5. Not okay. I have 6 for this.
You're gonna need them.
3 successes.
Okay. So 3, 6, 8. And when you party hard, your roll is uncontested. So that is all of the successes you needed. I was gonna put it at a 7 because he's just standing right there. So yeah, that's enough. That's 8. So you sort of wait for that distraction and then split off, kind of sneaking around very quickly, like sliding under the bed and then making your way underneath the skirt of the ball gown and reunited. And it feels so good. You're now 3 goats in a ball gown. You make your way in there, and the waiter sort of turns around and is like, I don't see anything. Please, follow me.
meh.
And you make your way. Oh, good lord. Slowly, but surely, the 3 of you in a large ball gown, Edmund in the hat and wig, you make your way following this person down the stairs, back into the main hall, and they lead you sort of around to the center of the hall and then back to a set of doors that is in the back of the hall, sort of leading back into another room. He opens the doors for you, and you're led into a large ballroom. There's a lot of stuff in here. On towards the left side of the room, sort of up against the wall, there is this like raised platform. There's like a stage essentially on one side with like a couple of rows of chairs sitting there, kind of sectioned off in its own thing. There's nothing up there currently. There's no one sitting down, but it is there for some sort of event. And then out in front of you, there are several of these tall, like standing tables that are surrounding a cleared out area that has had sort of this parquet like wood laid down on top of it to form a dance floor. Just to the right of you, you can see a bar that has been set up where someone is bartending and serving drinks, and then on the far side up against the wall is a long table, and boy, Bigsby, you can smell it from here. That's the buffet. And then off to the side, there are these glass doors that lead out onto this patio where you can see more tables and the pool and a hot tub and things like that. And it is so fancy. And I'm gonna put the party.
I see Bigsby smushed in the middle of the other 2 goats, and basically his big horns are the stirrups that Edmund's using to like stand up, and that's his only part really in the whole pyramid, is just being stirrups with his oversized stupid horns on his little pygmy.
Kiko is strong. Kiko will hold you both.
I love it so much. I do like that the mountain goat sort of ended up on top of the pile. But yeah, so he leads you in to the party. There are people dancing and waiters sort of moving through with trays of glasses of champagne and, like I said, canapes and crudité and charcuterie. And I don't know any other fancy words for appetizers. Tapas. Not really appetizers, but they can be. Apps. And so, yeah, there are people out on the dance floor dancing in this sort of part of the room that has been sectioned off, and then on that other side, a few empty rows of chairs and a currently empty stage.
Guys, I've so got the munchies.
You guys can smell the buffet from here.
I'll steer us that way. You just need to lose the narc first.
He just sort of looks towards you and says, "Have fun," and then shuts the ballroom doors behind you. I don't know why he ended up being so creepy.
I don't know.
It was love at first sight. He's going to be keeping an eye on this beautiful dark-haired woman for the remainder of the evening.
That was the big bad. You guys just don't know it yet.
Can I say that also grabbed like a fan, which like holding in front like most of the time?
With what fingers?
The goats have like the cleft hooves. It's just between the cleft in
Just
Oh,
in
just, like,
there,
jam
like
it in
that.
there.
Yeah, just like that.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you can.
where the two of them and just like whoo.
All right. He shuts the ballroom doors behind you. You're in the party. You made it. Good job. What would you like to do? Two of you still have party goals.
I do want to point out you didn't question the fact that we were tying like bow ties and stuff before this, but I want to hold a fan.
Well, I just assumed that all three of you were helping, but you have no help with the particular
Okay.
fan scenario
Fair.
because you're standing on your friends.
I steer us over towards the buffet table so that
And
Okay.
again, that's how the horns are being used. The stirrups are being used, and I'm just like,
Okay. So yeah, you hold on. Chat has gone completely nuts. Edmund, do you have a party favor from the chat
Oh,
for the
boy.
fan? For the fan bit? You gotta start using some of these.
I've used one.
You have like 7. Yeah, you steer this 3 goats in a ball gown and a hat and a wig and a fan over to the buffet table where people are just kind of coming and going, sort of taking plates of things. So on one end, sort of on this long left side, there is all of this food. There's a ton of it. It's very expensive and it smells very good. And then sort of down on the right end of the table, it has sort of been sectioned off for dessert. So you get some food from the buffet.
Drop some creme brulee down your cleavage.
Yeah. Surreptitiously using the fan to scoop up and then just shoveling food down the front of the dress.
Okay. Great. There's creme brulee. What else? What else do you get?
Sweet and sour meatballs.
scooped and poured down the front.
I love it like this. You guys eat a lot of food. What are the party goals that are left? Business plan has been dropped. I would say we're just waiting on investors to be acquired. Someone's got to get interviewed by the society pages, and someone's got to get dances and airs. All right, so those NPCs exist in this room. This is why I did not plan for this game. Can you guys imagine if I had had a plan and then you enrolled for this shit? I'm gonna say that the dress plan was very sneaky, and we're gonna take a dice out of the chaos pool.
Woo.
So we're back to
Go for the heiress. Go for the heiress.
Yeah,
Easier.
looking for the heiress.
Yeah, you look around and you see as sort of one song ends and transitions into another, some extremely fancy people having an extremely fancy dance party. This is everyone is sort of moving around in these like gowns and like tuxedos and things like that, and a lot of them are wearing masks or sort of these large hats and fans like you have, sort of covering a lot of their face and everything. But there is one especially fancy lady sort of in the center of the dance floor, who has just finished a dance with someone and is kind of moving off towards one of these standing tables. She has this sort of long gold gown that sort of runs all the way to the floor, sort of sparkly, long slit coming up one side, showing off most of her leg, tall like stiletto heels, and this large golden sort of like feathered with peacock feathers on the ends, like masquerade mask,
Okay.
and a tiara. That's how you know she's the richest one.
Perfect.
If I was an heiress, I'd wear a tiara literally all the time.
I assume is there a
Shower.
DJ at this
Yeah.
party?
That there is the DJ table is somewhere in the room
Perfect.
near the buffet.
I have an idea.
What you got?
Going to request a song.
That's good. What song?
The only one I know. He's going to go request a song from the DJ. The only song that Edmund knows and knows all the moves to is the Cupid Shuffle.
Okay. I can't play the Cupid Shuffle.
Well, that was an
But we're all
oversight.
gonna think about it. Was it? You go request the Cupid Shuffle from the DJ. And after this next song, your song will play. So you've got a couple of minutes to prepare if there's anything you want to do. If not, otherwise, we're about to start dancing.
My only goal with this is once the song hits, bust out, help my friends who are driving this thing, bust out the moves so that we can dance with the heiress.
Okay. So the song that was playing ends. You start to make your way out onto the dance floor, sort of wobbling back and forth a little bit, and the Cupid Shuffle starts to play. Now, how are you going to make this dancing with the heiress?
Listen, I think next to each other is as good as we're gonna get out of this situation. So
You do very much bond with the people you end up next to in a
in the
line
Cupid
dancing
Shuffle,
situation.
yeah, right. It's a bond that can't be broken. Thicker than
Okay,
blood.
yeah, everybody roll for dancing. I can't roll against you. There's no dice in the dang pool.
I can only contribute 2, so
Same.
All right,
To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left.
I'm
to
gonna
the
use
left, to the
all
left,
of
to the
my
left.
dice that are currently in the thing. So that's gonna be 5.
Now kick, now kick,
That's 3
now
successes.
kick, now kick.
Now walk it by yourself.
That's enough for the Cupid Shuffle. The Cupid Shuffle's not that hard. It tells you what to do in the dance. It just tells you what to do right in the dang song.
It's right there.
So, yeah, chaos for the chaos gods. That right in the pool. Yes, you do this thing. It's a little bit awkward, but there's definitely some shuffling going on as you shuffle back and forth, doing the Cupid Shuffle. Those of you on the underneath the skirt of the dress, to the best of your abilities. Yeah, party success, I would say. That's 2 of the 3. As the Cupid Shuffle ends, the song's not the Cupid Shuffle, but I'm gonna end it anyway. And the song ends, and everybody sort of stops and it claps a little bit. It's all very fun. Everyone's had a good time. You hear from one side of the room somebody click on a microphone and start to speak as someone has made their way out onto the stage. A man in a sort of deep burgundy tuxedo, very fancy tie, sort of makes his way out and holds a microphone up to his face to welcome all of his guests. You can assume this to be the man of the hour, Augustus Henderson. And he says, "Welcome, everyone, to another wonderful event here at my estate. I'm so glad to have you all here. We are about to get into the main event of the evening. If you will, all come and take your seats in front of the stage. We'll begin the auction." and sort of everybody in the room starts to make their way over toward these chairs. Thank you, chat. Bigsby, you have a party favor extra nice from the chat. He sort of motions, and everyone starts to fill into their seats. Do you follow?
Are they assigned?
No.
Do make sure I grab one of the, or are the numbers sitting on the seat so that we can bid? I want to make sure we can bid on whatever this is.
Yeah, so everyone has one sort of tucked up under their chair. So he sort of says, yes, everyone, grab your paddles from under your chair. The prize auction is about to begin. Now, I know all of you will have the utmost discretion about our proceedings here today. So, if you all agree to those terms, we can begin. The first lot, please, Watson. And a man in a tuxedo walks in from a door on the side of the stage and up onto the stage with the first lot that everyone will be bidding on. Holding on to a long leather lead that is attached to a collar, he leads up onto the stage a goat. And that is where we're going to take our break. That's right. It's an illegal prize goat auction. Thanks for hanging out with us so far, everybody, and thank you for all of your wonderful engagement in the chat and all the party favors, and especially the chaos. We will be back in a few short minutes to see what happens next. See you soon. And welcome back, Internet. Thank you for hanging out with us during our break. We're back. We're better than ever. And we're goats. And we're going to pick back up right where we left off. So your three goat heroes, Bigsby, Kiko, and God, I can't remember your goat's name, Edmund. I don't know why that name is escaping me. Find themselves hiding. Three goats dressed in a ball gown, a fancy hat, a fan, and a long black wig, sitting in the where did you guys sit? Toward the back, in the front, in the middle, on the end?
Middle-ish.
Middle on the end.
Middle, yeah, middle
Okay,
on the row.
middle, but on the end of a row.
We could go to the ladies' room if we needed to.
Perfect. So in the middle row of chairs, sort of off to one side, you sit and watch in horror as you discover that the auction that is taking place at this party is indeed an auction of prized goats. And the bidding starts. What do you do? I wish I could do an auctioneer voice.
What should we do?
Free them! Freedom!
We gotta let them out. We gotta bust them out of this joint.
Okay, I hold up my paddle to bid. Is this what we're supposed to do?
That's 500 from the lady in the red hat. 500. Do I hear 6? Do I hear 6? 600.
Bet on at least one, and then say you want your goat now, and then they'll take us back to where they're all at, and then we'll set them all free.
Okay.
That is 800 to the man in the orange bow tie. Do I hear 1,000 for this wonderful prize goat?
Wait.
1,000 to the woman in the crimson hat. Going once, going twice. Sold.
Kiko will stand you up. Take a bow.
Is that a lot?
I have no idea. Let's go.
I don't know how much people would pay for a prize goat. Chaos
Well,
reigns in the chat.
It's $1,000 on this auction, so
That was only the first lot. Yes, you stand up as the goat, looking sad and with big eyes, sort of looking around like, oh no, what's happening to me? This is terrible, is led back off of the stage and through the door. What do you do?
Go that way.
Yeah. Follow in the direction that the goat is going.
Okay, you follow. The door is shut as you make your way over there, and one of the people sort of helping run the auction sort of stops you and says, now all payment will be handled and prizes will be taken care of at the end of the auction. My lady, if you will please take your seat.
Oh, I bite him. Straight through the dress.
Like a
Bite
freaking
him.
chest burster.
Oh, I forgot you're in the middle.
Middle. I'm in the middle. So yeah, I
Just something appears out of
Just
the cleavage.
gnaws
just
its
like,
way out of the chest of the.
Yeah,
oh God.
you-
well, I'm sorry. I'm in the middle, so I'm at certain heights. I just
Please
chomp
roll for
down.
biting this man's clavicle, I guess.
All right. Uno, dos, tres,
I think-
cuatro.
I would say, yeah, eating is your favorite thing, but I count biting as part of that, probably. All right.
It does
two
say,
for
or
you.
just tasting.
Oh, yeah, you're tasting the man. I got one. So yeah, you bite. It doesn't. I mean, it scares the ever living out of him. It doesn't hurt too bad. You've got one success total. But through the dress, you sort of chomp down, just like a vampire, just like right here, on top of his like clavicle and shoulder in here. Oh my! I don't know what to do with this information.
Can we body check him and get through the door?
Yeah, you can. Bigsby, you have an extra dice
Yep.
from the chat.
Hey!
I think at this point we should just separate. We all tear our way out of the dress like in 3 different directions.
I was totally gonna say, why don't you use him like a pool ball and knock him through the barrier of the door?
Okay. Yeah, I like
Headbutt.
that. I like
Now
that.
a door is,
It's a
I
physical
think,
barrier.
the epitome of a physical,
Physical barrier.
So yeah, you
Yes.
shoulder check with all 3 of your shoulders the man who's trying to keep you out. Now, I would classify this as doing something loud or disruptive. So we are going to add a dice to the chaos pool. That you, in exchange for that, you run into this man, sort of crashing him into the door, which was shut but not locked, and it sort of goes flying open, and he goes tumbling through. What do you do?
Get him.
Freedom for our brethren!
Go running over him. Yeah.
Just go charging into the room. You go charging into the room, and in here you see the man you have just trampled and 2 others in their tuxedos, as well as a room full of 12 prize goats, all collars and leads, sort of tied up, milling about, looking sad and scared, not knowing what's going on in this room. These 12 goats are up for auction, and you charge into the room. The man in the tuxedo sort of going tumbling, landing on the floor, going, "Oh God, what is happening?" Yeah, you're in this room.
High spot in the room.
I am breaking all the barriers.
Okay. What is the highest spot in this room?
Are they in cages or are they
They're-
all on leads?
No, they're all in leads. I'll say this is the prize goat room after all. So there are these sets of like large oak shelves sort of going up the walls with like trophies all over them, many of them in the shape of goats.
I'm gonna start climbing up the shelves and start knocking trophies onto the humans as I go.
Okay, yeah. You roll for attacking people with trophies from shelves. Edmund, you roll for busting the barriers that the leads are tied off to.
Okay.
Consider those physical barriers. Bigsby, what are you doing?
I will cause a ruckus by being too small to catch, and I will like go between
You know what?
the guards.
Oh, sorry, not again. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You finish your thing.
Oh, I will try to like get the guards to like collide into each other and
Okay.
like that kind of chaos where
Let me
I'm
pull-
just so small that I'm hopping around.
Okay. I have a playlist specifically titled Excitement. Hang on.
I was gonna ask, can I party hard?
Can you party hard? Yeah, to set all the goats free.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna have in order Kiko roll for climbing up and knocking off trophies onto people.
Okay, so I'm +2. I'm climbing up another +2, and I've got one more from chat, so I'm doing 5.
Good grief.
Oh, only 2 successes.
Okay, I also wrote 2. So yeah, you go to climb up and you're like pushing on these trophies. They are heavy. Some of these might actually be like solid gold. So you're going to push them, but it takes you longer than you think it would do. So you're causing a lot of chaos in pushing them over. It's just taking way more effort than you thought. But boy, if you can land one of these on somebody, there's going to be a real problem. In the midst of all that, Bixby, you are running around causing chaos, trying to distract the goat guards as much as possible. Go ahead and roll for that.
I have the power of small,
The power of small.
and I'll use 2 of my party favors.
Okay.
6. Ooh,
Whoa.
that's for all the bad dice at the beginning.
That is 5 successes. I only rolled 2. That's 3. That's enough. Yeah, you sort of go careening into the room, kind of skidding around the tile, running, but you're just too small. They can't like run after you at full speed and also bend down that far to chase you. So eventually you sort of wind them up in the center of the room. The 2 guards just collide with each other and sort of fall over, going tumbling end over end. Meanwhile, Edmund,
Yes.
you would like to party hard.
And break
to
open
set all the
all the
goats free?
cages. Yes.
Okay, so there are 3 dice in the chaos pool you can take. We're going to reset that to 0.
Okay. I had already
Plus-
rolled 4. Do you want me to re-roll the one I did before, or just add on to that?
I don't care.
Okay. I'll just re-roll.
You can just re-roll if you want. Was it bad?
No, I rolled 2 successes, so average.
Well, just keep those and roll more.
Okay. I'll roll 3 more. That's 1 more success, so that's 3 successes total.
Okay, and you're uncontested because you have partied hard. Chat is going to add 1 chaos dice back to the chaos pool. Chaos for the chaos gods. But yeah, that's so many. You sort of start running through, just tearing through these leads and just smashing into the things that these goats are tied up to. Setting your people free. The goats kind of like dragging their torn leads behind them, and in the room goes up a loud goat cheer. And yeah, the goats are free. Now it's you guys and 12 other goats.
Party!
Exactly, yep.
Take down your oppressors!
What do you do?
We're gonna party.
You're gonna party. What does it look like when you guys party?
We're gonna bust through that door and take over the ballroom.
Okay, so you go running through the already open door. I don't think they closed it again. Out into the ballroom where chaos has started to strike. Fancy people are getting up from their seats and gasping and fanning themselves as the 3 of you and your 12 goat friends charge out onto the dance floor.
Tear it up!
Roll for partying.
I threatened the DJ to play Cupid Shuffle on repeat.
Roll. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, everybody just roll for whatever you're doing, whatever you do at a party, dancing or other things. I want to see how.
1 success.
I have to assume that I climb on things and I destroy barriers.
Oh, should I just faint then? Like, I don't know.
Is that what you normally do at parties?
All the time.
Yeah, great, do it.
Do more then.
There's only one in the pool.
What
so
I
you guys
do-
can only party sober. I rolled 0.
I assume there's like a
successes.
if there's like a chandelier, like get onto like climb up onto that and then swing on it like Miley, like straight through a wall.
A wrecking ball?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, roll for wrecking ball.
The
Oh man,
wiring
it's only 2
I-
successes.
I jumped
I
on
rolled
top
0.
of the DJ booth. There's just a crowd of goats going crazy, and I faint on top of them to do like a crowd surf.
To crowd surf? Okay, roll for crowd surfing.
3 successes.
That's really good. There's only one in the pool, you guys. I can only do so much as none. You guys party like there's no tomorrow, or like it's, I don't know, 1999, depending.
Bigsby bites the DJ in a calf and then takes over spinning records.
You get roll to taste the DJ.
Is that the new Skittles?
Yep. Taste the rainbow. 2 successes.
That's enough. This is fine. It's good. I mean, he doesn't really want to be a part of this. I don't think. I rolled 1, but I've sort of lost the thread of the rules a little bit. But yeah, you just bite the DJ on the back of the calf, and he's like had it with goats at this point, and just quits and walks off. It's like, I am done, and he leaves and goes in to get in the pool because he doesn't get paid enough for this shit.
The suggestion in the chat was
And,
DJ Rainbow, by the way,
DJ
which is
Rainbow?
very good.
That's good. Yeah, his name's DJ Rainbow. He probably won't come up again, but you guys know that's his name. Yeah, you you party to your heart's content. Where are we at? Oh, we still got time. I can do another plot twist. Great. Party music back on.
So I do want to try to get the attention of the columnist by spinning some mad jams and like sneaking in the Braveheart speech into the
I love that.
So goat freedom and all.
Oh, I love that very much. So I think you guys have done a lot here, and I think the writer from the Tatler, which I did look up, is a real publication in the UK. It's like a high society magazine type thing. Had to look it up. That's a real thing. Cool, Grant. So yeah, I think there is this woman who is there sort of also like dressed to the nines, but has sort of a recorder that she's carrying around with her, and sort of these like large, very fancy like horn-rimmed glasses, and makes her way over after a moment to the DJ booth. And she probably thinks you're DJ Rainbow. So you stand there with your with your sunglasses on,
And my tiara.
and your tiara made out of necklaces, and you spinning some sick beats in the DJ booth. I don't know how to talk about DJing. I'm realizing, but it's very good. You do a very good job. But yeah, she sort of walks up with the recorder and is like, DJ Rainbow, do you have a moment to speak with the reporter from the Tatler?
Yeah.
Tell us, we've heard you're working on a new piece, a new album. Is this really going to be your magnum opus?
Yeah.
And now tell us, what's your inspiration for the work you're currently doing?
Yeah.
Play
Like-
something.
Like no, I'm not gonna tell you, and then I'll just start playing something.
An enigma, as always. Thank you so much for your time, DJ Rainbow.
Nods,
This character
nods, and
she's
then
drunk.
I love her.
hooks his sunglasses and takes them off and gives her the smolder, and then tries to get him back on without stabbing out his own eyes. And then
Please roll for goat smolder.
Goats.
This is like B movie, but way worse.
Velociraptor, eat your heart out. All right, I'll spend the last of my party favors. Oh yeah, 2 successes.
2 successes. Oh, roll 'em. I got 0 again. Where did they all go? Oh no. Yeah, you guys, the other 2 of you both sort of look across and see the artist formerly known as Bigsby, now DJ Rainbow, sort of giving this interview to the Tatler, and there's like a little bit of concern, and then at the end you see this like smolder. You guys didn't know Bigsby could look like that.
So ridiculous.
Listen,
I didn't know he had it in him.
so the party continues. The rich people scattering as the goats have taken over. And you guys got through the first plot twist very quickly, so we're gonna do a second one. And it is suddenly from the sides of the house where the windows are leading out onto the patio, you hear screaming and yelling, and then the sounds of breaking glass as somersaulting through the windows in all black, with black helmets and black masks covering their faces, carrying large guns. A SWAT team comes rolling up into one of the options was also assassins, so here we are. You guys got through that one really quick. Now we're doing assassins come somersaulting and tumbling and sliding into the room to deal with the disruption in here, and they point their guns towards the dance floor and the goats.
The jig's up. Run for it.
And he
What do
puts
you
on-
do?
I put on fight music and then bail.
You put on fight music and start running away. There was an auction and now it's assassins. What do you do?
I nudge the goats nearest to me. Pyramid time! And I arrange them. As many goats as I can. I arrange as many goats as I can. I climb to the top of it, and I just sort of dive bomb into
Okay.
the assembled
The
SWAT.
assassins, this team of assassins waits very patiently for you to assemble your goat pyramid, I guess.
Thank you. They're so considerate.
Bigsby, you roll for running away. Kiko, you roll for, I guess, making a pyramid of goats and jumping off of it.
Excellent.
I
There's
think.
assassins trying to ruin your goat party.
Yeah. I think what the only thing that he can do, Edmund is going to. I mean, still swinging around on the chandelier. I think just comes down for a second pass. Never said I got off, so.
Trying to kick him?
Yeah, just trying to like swing down into him, just yelling,
Yeah.
"Fuck the police!"
Yeah. I'm gonna count the police as a physical barrier.
Okay, thank you. And I am climbing still.
Yeah.
I have climbed.
guess.
Am cloned.
I like the idea of the
And
goat.
fun.
The weight of the goat has like made the wiring come out. So as
Yes.
it's going, the chandelier keeps getting lower and lower. Like,
Yeah,
and
it's like
a pendulum.
pulling out of the ceiling. That's 3 successes.
Okay, I lost the window that had the chaos pool in it. I think I only have one.
Yeah, you only have 1 in there.
I'm about to put some more in there.
I'm being
The
sneaky.
party. You're not being sneaky. You're being very loud. There's 2 dice in the chaos pool now because of this. Yeah, you all succeeded at least 2 times, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So yeah, Bigsby, you put on this dramatic sort of fight music and then just book it away. Kiko, you sort of organize the goats in front of you and then climbing up to the top, just jump off and then cannonball, but just faint in midair and sort of smash down onto a couple of these assassins, sort of sending them tumbling across the ground, followed very, very shortly by the swinging chandelier with your friend Edmund on it, just saying, "Fuck the police!" and just really just like ninja kicking one like right in the chest, sort of sending him sailing backwards through the giant glass window and then tumbling into the pool with this huge splash. There are still 4 assassins in this room. What are you gonna do about them?
Bigsby looks back and he sees his friends aren't there, and then gets caught up in the t-shirt that's way too big for him, and goes sliding on his horns basically, and then he'll turn around, and he went from the smolder to he'll just take the glasses off and throw them aside and start running back or glumping back.
Yes, and as he takes his sunglasses off, The Who starts playing in the background. You see Bigsby, very cool in CSI Miami, just start charging back into the ballroom. Are you running straight at the assassins?
Yeah, but they'll never see me coming. Cause
They won't, you're so small.
I'm the ninja goat. So... Oops.
That sounded bad.
Are
What are you
ninjas
gonna do?
coming for you right now?
Yeah.
Surprise! I'm there. Easy Bigsby, the two of you, the only two of you that know where to look for just tiny Bigsby, galloping across the room towards the ankles of one of the assassins. What are the other two of you doing?
There's still like the stage constructed, right? And I imagine there's some sort of like display, like rigging and stuff to this stage.
Oh yeah, I'll say there's like on the sides of it and like over it, there's like this like thin scaffolding that's got like lights hanging from it for dramatic effects.
Cool. Then
Guys
yeah,
are really rich.
yeah. Want to climb up on top of that and start like knocking light fixtures down onto the assassins.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
All right. Take my climbing dice. That's 2 successes.
Okay, I only rolled 1, so you get 1. So, yeah, you start to climb up this scaffolding. And these things are heavy, so it's hard to sort of put them on any like real trajectory, but you can sort of wait until 1 or 2 of them have like made their way into the room and under you, and then you start to like loosen these lights and just like kick them free or headbutt them free or whatever it is you want to do. You're a goat. Those are basically your 2 options. They start to fall. They don't fall directly on the guys, but they do fall sort of in their vicinity, and sort of glass goes everywhere, and it's very, very terrifying for them. Crank it up. The chat has added another dice to the chaos.
Bigsby, you can still party hard.
I was about to say, one of you hasn't partied hard. So there are, I would say, one of those that you dropped a light on is sort of debilitated by the sheer amount of glass that was just sent sort of flying towards him. It's all very dramatic. So he's out of commission. We're adding another dice to the chaos pool. Chat. That's 4.
Jeez.
So should definitely party hard now.
There are 3 assassins left in the ballroom.
Okay, well, I'm gonna have to do all the things that I'm good at. So, Kiko will go to the highest place. She will yell for her apparently crew of gymnast goats to stand up in height order and then bend over on their backs to create a ramp of some kind. A goat ramp. And then she's going to yell cannonball, and then she's gonna basically do like in the wonderful Robin Williams vehicle Hook, just sort of roll over all of the goats on the ramp and into the 3 assassins.
Excellent.
Yes.
Roll.
Done.
Edmund, you have a party favor from the chat. Yeah. It's an extra dice for you. Yeah, roll to, I guess,
4 successes.
somersault into some of the assassins.
Climb high, faint, roll.
I rolled 2. That's 2 for you. So you go tumbling down the this goat ramp that your squad has built for you, and just connect just dead weight into one of these assassins, sending him flying also through a glass window dramatically behind him. And you just hear like a Wilhelm scream as he goes tumbling off a cliff somewhere, because I did say that on 2 sides this house was surrounded by cliffs,
yeah.
which I forgot about until right now. So we're gonna start utilizing them. So he goes ah! Off the cliff. There are 2 assassins left in this ballroom.
So Bigsby was coming through, and what he'll do is he'll do the thing where he tries to get them close, and he'll leap up and snag in his teeth one of the pins. He'll count, one of the pins of their flash grenades, and go like, I'm winging past through, and it goes slow motion as he comes by, and he's got the pin, and he spits the pin out, and then he lands, and then he just starts coolly walking away and doesn't look back as their flashbang goes on.
Yes, please roll. I tried to make you guys goofy and said you had to play goats, but GB made it cool anyway.
I was obviously tasting the grenade.
The
pin,
grenade, it tastes bad.
Yeah, how's that pin taste?
That's
You
why
don't
I spit
like
it out
it.
mid jump, and I'm not looking back. Come on, dice, don't fail me now. Oh wait, I party hard.
Do you want to party hard?
I party hard for the grenade pin. And the
Okay,
cool
Heck
one.
yeah.
4 dice in the chaos pool. Take those 4. I'll set it to 0. You are unopposed. So roll your 4 extra dice.
3 successes.
That's
also.
3. I can't take them away from you because you have partied hard. Guys, Bixby is really cool. You are discovering.
Why do you think we hang out with him?
It all happens. You
Best.
guys also see it happen in slow motion as he just like glides by and sort of rips the pin of the flashbang out with his teeth, lands on all 4s, and just walks away and doesn't look at it as this huge flash goes off behind him. And the rest of the assassins now temporarily unable to see as this huge flash has gone off, but somehow it doesn't affect it. Flashbangs don't work on goats.
It's the eyes.
That's
Yeah.
how it works.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are sort of holding on to their faces and sort of stopped in their tracks. You have 2 assassins who cannot see. How do you dispatch them? They can't see you to do anything about it. I'm not gonna make you roll anymore. Just tell me what you do.
I have my other goat friends. I'll faint on the floor and be like, knock them over me. So they all trip and fall down. So I just faint. And then the other goats will just knock them over me and they'll trip.
Okay, so Kiko faints and creates an obstacle in the center of the room. What do the other 2 of you do?
I imagine
You're still on a chandelier.
Yeah, well, no, I hopped off the chandelier to knock down the light fixtures, but it has swung back at this point.
That's
I
right.
hopped back onto it.
Okay.
Yeah, catching my ride, and then I come swinging around one more time to try to knock them out into the pool and watch the pool shatter, and that's my goal here.
Okay, so Bixby
their
walking away
stupid
from
glass
the
pool.
explosion. Very cool. Sort of Kiko created the obstacle. Edmund swings around like a wrecking ball, and the pendulum comes back, knocking into the last 2 assassins, sending them tumbling through the last 2 windows that were still intact on this wall and into the pool, knocking into the 3rd assassin that had already been knocked into the pool, into the glass side. And as 1, 2, 3, they impact, the glass cracks and shatters. And the water starts to waterfall over the side, taking the 3 assassins with it off the cliff as they scream and fall. And you've done it. You saved the party from assassins. What do you do?
And, well, as the explosion was going off, of course, he had hucked his glasses earlier. They just happened to be right there. So he put them back on just as the explosion, highlighted him from behind.
And as Bixby puts his sunglasses back on, and as the chandelier swings back into the room, and as Kiko stands strong and stalwart in the center of the ballroom, I think that's it. I think you've done it. I think you've done the party.
Third twist.
I can't listen. There's 4 other ones.
No, it's fair.
They're not as interesting as those ones for this particular moment. I think that is it. No, wait. There's one more twist. I changed my mind. We got a little bit of time left, right?
I got 45 minutes.
Oh God, I got time for days. All right, this will be a short one. This is the epilogue to the this is the epilogue twist. You all sort of kicking shards of glass out of the way, sunglasses on, hopping down from the chandelier, standing up and standing sort of strong and proud in the center of the dance floor. From the stage, you just hear as the man of the hour, the thrower of the party, the owner of the estate, the titles that are giving me long enough to look up his name in my notes because I named him, but I can't fucking remember what he's called.
Augustus Henderson.
Henderson, in his burgundy tuxedo, walks out onto the stage under the single spotlight that is left hanging in the wake of Edmund's destruction. Kiko, you have an extra dice party favor from the chat. Augustus
Thanks,
Henderson
Micah.
walks out onto the stage and says, well, well, well. You've bested me in almost everything tonight, goats. I would like to put up a wager. A single competition. If you win, the rest of the party and the estate is yours. If I win, you leave, never to return to try to crash a Henderson party again. Are you amenable to this?
What are your terms?
A dance battle!
We accept!
He dramatically throws his tuxedo jacket off and tosses it to the side as 2 very fancily clad dancers come out and join him on the stage. It's all gold and silver and sparkles and feathers, and they start to make their way out onto the dance floor. I would like you all to roll for dancing. I have music that's just labeled dance battle. Hold on.
May we, before the dance, we'll make them go first. Can we very quickly sort of eat our way through the dress that we sort of threw and create matching outfits for our dance routine?
Aha. You can do this thing. Tell me what the outfits look like.
Well, the dress was red, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'm thinking like a mambo sort of like puffs on the on the legs, and then we'll have some sort of like fascinator puff on our heads as well, like over our horns.
That's excellent.
I-
Goes very well with this music that I have labeled dance battle.
That's kind of
It's labeled-
what inspired me.
It's labeled dance battle dash just in case.
Of course it is.
I try to set up. I take a couple of tables and I set them on their sides just in case I need something to smash through at some point.
Okay. Any other preparations?
I'll stack a lot of things up top. No, I'll have the rest of my goats stand to the side in formation just in case.
They just form a pyramid of goats, 2 at the top, ready for you to jump on top.
I tried to eat some more pot.
You do.
It is done.
It's done.
You guys were goats, so you were colorblind before, but Bigsby, you're starting to see colors.
All right.
As the music starts to play, and the 6 of you, the 3 goats, and the 3 very fancy rich party people make their way out onto the dance floor. Roll for dancing.
I would like to jump up on top of my formation of goats. I'd like to spin around, feint, and fall onto the dance floor, hopefully still spinning.
Okay.
So it's a
Excellent.
breakdancing move.
Add
Things.
40. Yeah, your 4d6s to that and whatever else you have.
2, 4, 6.
Tell me
7.
about your
Okay, I
dancing.
didn't know if we were waiting for the
7?
roll
Wait,
later.
7?
So I have my base 2. I'm fainting 4. I'm doing my favorite thing of standing on top of something, that's 6, and I have 1 from Mecca and chat, that's 7.
Roll 7d6. Edmund, tell me about your dancing.
Yes. So as I feel the drama climbing in the room and the tension building, I don't know if that counts. It feels kind of a stretch for my skill.
The tension is so thick you could cut it with a knife.
Okay.
What? Yeah, whatever.
I try to build the tension. I don't know. It feels like a stretch. Anyway,
then burst through
I
it?
burst
Built
through.
up so much tension that it is almost a physical barrier to your dancing.
I
So you
burst
through it in a
through-
moment of artistic inspiration. Roll your extra 2d6.
And I literally burst through the table too. It's part of my dance routine.
Like a football team on opening day.
Yes.
Yeah, through the banner.
That's 1 success.
Bigsby,
All right.
what are you doing?
So, Bigsby will come running in from the side, and he's they've got the flamenco type outfits on, but he's still dragging because he put his on over top of the t-shirt,
Okay.
and so he comes running in on all 4s, and then goes on to 2 knees, goat knees, however, and slides using the t-shirt as
Springsteen slide!
that just
Yes.
slide in and
Okay.
just bowl the other 3 dancers, the enemy dancers, over. He's just gonna try to like take him out at the knee because he's so small. He's
And
just
you're
gonna,
so
like-
small, they never see you coming.
Exactly.
Yeah, roll for all the dancing.
All right. I think that's only 4. Because I couldn't. I already ate the pot earlier, so I got nothing left to eat.
If you guys have any chat dice, I would suggest rolling them now because this is probably going to be it.
I don't have any chat dice.
I think you guys used them all.
Yep. I've only got 1 success.
That's
I had
used all mine.
4!
Yeah, that's 6 total because Kiko got 4 like a monster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's. I've lost the chaos pool again. Oh wait, there's 0 in it still.
Yes!
So you guys have 6 successes total. That is very many, and also enough as Kiko sort of climbs up to the top of the goat pyramid, jumps, faints, and sort of tumbles off in this very dramatic sort of flamenco spin, and just spins and spins and spins and uses the momentum. But she's unconscious, but she just keeps going. And as Edmund sort of puts on these very, very dramatic, tension-filled dance moves, and then busts through the table that he has set up, sort of splitting it in half, sort of sliding out onto the dance floor in the show of incredible mountain goat power. And then Bigsby at the very end, no one seeing this coming, knee slides into the opposing dancers, sending them tumbling 1, 2, 3 into each other, and then out the side of the ballroom. But there's no glass left for them to break through, but they go tumbling into where the pool once was, the puddle that is left. Augustus Henderson stands up and starts to slow clap once again, and then sort of straightens his bow tie and says, "You've done it. Someone has finally bested me at my own game. It's time for me to retire. Enjoy the estate, my goat friends." And he takes the hands of his two dancing companions and dives off the cliff. And then we just see in the distance as they swoop up in their glider suits, fly off into the dramatic sunset. I'm not gonna kill him. Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. It just jumped off a cliff.
I know. I was like, what?
He's very rich.
It's very.
And that is the real end of this episode
We have a mansion.
of Go Crashers. Or is it?
Fourth twist.
I'm out of twist. That's it. That's all I got. I had a
out.
couple lined up just in case, and I feel pretty good about them.
Eat your
Thank
heart out,
you.
shamalama ding dong.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us during this.
Whatever it was.
Whatever this was.
You all know me by this point. And I feel like everyone in the chat who showed up for a one-page RPG that was run by me knew what they were getting into. This is usually what happens. So yeah, but thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Thanks for spending your hard-earned XPs on party favors and cranking up that chaos. That was really fun. I have no regrets about that. It was awesome. We'll definitely do more of these in the future because I can't stay away from them. They're so fun. Thank you to my wonderful friends for playing this game with me and doing their makeup and their costumes and wearing their horns and their tiaras. It was very, very fun. Yeah, we will be back. Tomorrow, I think, is our next stream. Yes, tomorrow is Thursday at 8:00 p.m. Eastern Time. You can join us here for some very reserved people who make choices like humans. Tomorrow night, we are going to be playing Good Society, a Jane Austen themed tabletop game. The show is called Elegant Suffering, and there's a lot of people who want to kiss but they can't because society. So if that's your kind of thing, definitely show up. After that, throughout the week, we also play Dungeons and Dragons. We also play Monster of the Week. We're also playing The Sprawl on Fridays now. So we got a lot of stuff going on. It's very exciting. Our whole streaming schedule is, if you're live with us on Twitch, down below our faces on the drop page. It's also pinned to the GGameKnights Twitter. It's also on our Discord, which you can join and talk to us not only about the games that we play live for you, but all games, because we love them. We just love games and we love talking about them. You can't stop us. So yeah. Anything coming up this week that you guys want to plug or talk about or anything?
Goat stories.
Oh, we were gonna tell goat stories. That's right. Okay, we're gonna tell 3 goat-themed stories, and you guys are gonna tell us which one is fake. I'm gonna have Sid go first because she reminded me that goat stories exist.
Of course. So, growing up in Missouri, of course, at some point, we had goats. This particular goat was pregnant, and as such was even hungrier than most goats are than usual. The goat pen was right next to our little vegetable garden, and my dad particularly liked to root around in the vegetable garden in this very odd, like, button front shirt that had the seam up the back. So he's in the garden, and he's bent over, and he's there for several minutes. What he doesn't realize is that the mama goat has stuck her head through and is chomping on the shirt. Did not notice this at all. By the time he gets back up from weeding or whatever he's done, the goat has eaten through so much of this shirt that the back seam, when he stands up, splits and literally pulls half of his shirt off. And the goat's just sitting there eating it. So the moral of the story is watch out for them goats. Just saying. Thank you. That's
Watch out.
my goat PSA.
For them goats. That's a good goat story. Sean, do you have a goat story?
Yeah. So a lot of my family is in Texas, and my nana and my aunt actually live out in like Graham, Texas, middle of nowhere. And my aunt used to raise like chickens and goats and stuff like that. So there was one time when we were visiting them, and we were packing up to leave, and my aunt had let out her goats to like graze around their property. And I had back in the day, my mom had a big Suburban, and we used to like play our N64 in the back seat and like plug it into the cigarette lighter. And I had set my backpack with all my video games and stuff like that in the back seat of the Suburban, and had gone back inside to get my suitcase. And we came back out. My backpack was on the ground, and all my stuff just strewn across the ground everywhere. And the goat had eaten like 3 of my Nintendo 64 cartridges, and it was terrible. I was traumatized. I hate goats.
A very good goat story. GB, tell us a goat story.
All right, so we with our goats, we used to take a like a dog chain lead. It's like a big corkscrew, and you'd corkscrew that in, and they'd be on a dog chain. Because the first time we tried a rope, and they just ate the rope, and then we're free. So we corkscrew that in, put them on a dog chain, and just let them eat a big circle in the yard, and then we'd pull the screw out and move it over. And they'd chew a big circle in the yard. Well, this goat, I put him in, and my dad had these massive lilac bushes, and where I put him in one time, they ate like a big circle, like a perfect half sphere out of this lilac bush, because they like got under the chain, and they were like nong, 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 and they just ate the whole big lump out of it, and I got in trouble. Because I don't know how to play
no.
goat.
Those were our 3 goat stories. Now we're going to play a game. You out there in the chat and out there on all of the internet, tell us which one of those goat stories was a lie. You can tweet it at us with the hashtag
2 goat truths and a lie.
With hashtag 2 goat truths and a lie, or just hashtag goat lies. And whoever guesses correctly will win a congratulations from me personally. I'll record it in a video, and I'll tell everyone on the internet how great I think you are. So tell us which goat story was the lie. This is a game that we just made up.
No, everyone's playing. I don't know what you're talking about.
On the break.
He used to play this in college all the time.
Is it better than Goat Crashers? I don't know. Fight me, Grant Howitt. I'm just kidding. I love you and your games. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you had at least half as much fun as I did, because I had a heckin' good time. We'll be back tomorrow for Elegant Suffering, and then Friday for Neon Souls, and then on and on and on and on. We have so many streams coming up this next week, and I also have a couple of fun announcements coming down the line, so look out on our Twitter for that as well. Well, there's usually more for me to say at the end. These one-shots are fun, right? We will see you tomorrow for Elegant Suffering, but until then, good game, and